So guys, the WNBA have been talking about their most viral moments of the year. Obviously, number 5 most viral moment was I don't remember this happening. The number 6 most viral moment was I don't remember this happening. I actually mean this when I say this. I covered this league for a living. I don't remember this happening. The only viral Kelsey Plum thing was when she too small Angel Reese and the Centel post about
she was barely moving and playing on one leg. But what happened next against Paige Bueckers wasn't just a game, it was a complete blowout. Fans are still shocked by the footage, especially since the WNBA actually posted it, which surprised a lot of people. This wasn't just a win. It was a clear statement of dominance that destroyed every idea people had about the league's so-called golden child. The debate about who's really on top ended right there on the court. One player completely changed the story. The performance left everyone speechless and became an undeniable moment in history.
Stud Buds. To be fair, the Stud Buds at All-Star Weekend is absolutely belongs high. But I'm actually shocked that, first of all, this was higher, this was more important, but the WNBA actually posted this. When Caitlin Clark and Paige Bueckers matched up, this was an absolute... this was a game where if you wanted to argue that Paige Bueckers was better than Caitlin Clark, you just couldn't anymore. This was like Caitlin was on one leg and she was taking the piss. She stole the ball 4 times off Paige. She blocked JJ Quinterly.
Imagine a player who was clearly hurt but still stole the ball 4 times from her main opponent, the so-called rising star. Caitlin Clark wasn't just playing, she was breaking the game down step by step. Paige Bueckers was constantly outplayed, like every move she made was being predicted. This wasn't just about scoring points. It was a lesson in defense and basketball IQ that shocked analysts and completely confused the opposition. The footage, surprisingly shared, shows a level of control and smart play that very few people had ever seen. It was a clear show of dominance that no one expected, and it sent shockwaves through fans who thought this game would be close.
You just couldn't anymore. This was like Caitlin was on one leg and she was taking the piss. She stole the ball 4 times off Paige. She blocked JJ Quinterly, screamed in her face, grabbed the ball and just looked up and launched a full court pass inch perfect to Sophie Cunningham. In fairness, Paige Bueckers caught her in the air and she went down, looking like she'd hurt herself on that one. Caitlin's stats wise, she had 13 assists in 20-something minutes. She played 10 minutes less than Paige, so 13 assists. Paige Bueckers was the absolute, she was, as we call her, a time.
The highlights tell the whole story. Clark blocked JJ Quinterly and yelled right in her face with an intensity you almost never see. Then she instantly grabbed the ball and fired a perfect full-court pass to Sophie Cunningham. This wasn't just another play, it was a statement. It showed total control of the game. The emotion, the skill, and the court vision all came together in one incredible moment. That single sequence summed up the entire game and proved that even while injured, Clark was playing on a completely different level, leaving everyone wondering how she pulled it off.
13 assists in 20-something minutes. She played 10 minutes less than Paige, so 13 assists. Paige Bueckers was the absolute, she was, as we call her at times last season, she was the garbage time demon. She was the demon of garbage time last year. When it was a blowout, Paige Bueckers started cooking. When it was game over, Paige Bueckers started cooking at the end of that game to get her 20-something points. But it was by the time Caitlin Clark checked out of the game, Caitlin Clark had more points. I'm pretty sure it was more points, rebounds, assists, steals, blocks, and less turnovers. It was genuinely crazy. It was crazy. It was.
Even though it looked like she got hurt when Paige Bueckers caught her in the air, Clark didn't slow down at all. She racked up 13 assists in just over 20 minutes, even though she played 10 minutes less than Paige. This wasn't a fair matchup, it was pure efficiency. The stats speak for themselves, showing a player who made every second on the court count, leaving her opponent struggling to keep up. The difference in impact, especially with less playing time, is crazy, a true sign of her talent and unstoppable drive.
Arriving WNBA CC versus Caitlin. Caitlin had Paige and held that game, read her like a book. The real rivalry, Paige graded an Angel, without the weird underlying animosity between players. I'm just putting it out there. I think Paige is more talented than Angel Reese. I think Angel was better. Angel has been better as a WNBA player. I think Angel as a rookie was better than Paige as a rookie. I think Angel literally dragged the Chicago Sky to multiple wins as a rookie. I think the Vegas win, she literally got 2 putbacks to win that game, even though she was terrible up to that point. The New York Liberty win, Angel willed them to the win. There were a couple of games where Angel...
Last season, Paige Bueckers got the nickname Garbage Time Demon because she mostly scored when the game was already decided. This game was no different. Paige eventually put up about 20 points, but most of that came after Caitlin Clark had basically finished the game and the outcome was clear. This shows the real story of the matchup, who actually made a difference when it mattered most. The footage makes it obvious how big the gap was in their impact on the game.
Certainly a memorable game. Coming in at number 7, it was a lot higher. To be fair, if it was number 7, show the highlights. Paige is so much better based on what? If you were talking about this game, I just remember how the game was summarized in one photo. Yeah. How the game summarized in one photo. That was basically it. The rivalry the league wants. They have grown, bless their hearts. Aaliyah Boston, AZ Foot, 4 steals and 13 assists on one leg. She stripped Paige 4 times, and that was the funniest thing. Is everyone was talking about turnovers. I'm like, Paige had more turnovers than Caitlin that game. Because
the stats from that legendary game tell an even bigger story. Clark had more points, rebounds, assists, steals, and blocks, all while turning the ball over less than Paige Bueckers. It was a total sweep, showing dominance in every part of the game. For anyone trying to argue that Paige was better, this game completely shut that down. The numbers don't lie. It was a masterclass that proved one player was clearly on top, changing the whole story for good.
It's 20 times better than me, face the league. I don't think Paige Bueckers thinks that. And by the way, one thing I like is that you're starting to see Paige become Paige again, by the way. If you saw this, for lack of a better word, the swag and freedom that Paige played with in high school, and then that was kind of gone out of her at UConn. And I think we're seeing a little bit more Paige. We're seeing a little bit more her being Paige, and Paige is...
What makes this even more shocking is that the WNBA actually posted the footage. Considering how they usually seem to favor Paige Bueckers over Caitlin Clark, this was surprising. It's like Clark's performance was so impressive and undeniable that they couldn't ignore it. Even though it didn't fit their usual story, the league sharing it adds another level of surprise, showing just how powerful Clark's performance was. It forced everyone to recognize her, no matter the usual biases.
Paige fixes the mentality issues that she's had over the last 2 years I don't mean these in mentality issues. Mentality issues is in the mentality of, I'm just going to, I just want to fit in and not.
The game was summed up perfectly in a single photo showing Clark completely in control. That image, which went viral, said everything without any words. It captured the rivalry and made it clear who the winner was that day. It became an iconic moment, instantly recognizable to anyone who saw the game, showing Clark's dominance in a way words couldn't. Clark wasn't even trying to score much. She was on cruise control, focusing on passing and defense. That makes her performance legendary, proving she could dominate without even needing to prioritize her own points. It shows her incredible basketball IQ and how she can impact the game in so many ways. Winning so decisively while holding back is a true testament to her talent, leaving fans amazed at how effortlessly she controlled the game. The difference in mindset was obvious. Paige Bueckers, in that game and sometimes in her career, has struggled with what some call mentality issues. It wasn't about mental health, it was more about Paige's tendency to try to fit in instead of demanding the ball and leading the team. This passive style often meant she passed up opportunities, even when she was the better option, holding back her natural aggression and talent. The footage shows this struggle, highlighting a player held back by an internal conflict, which is a big contrast to Clark's confident, take-charge style. Remember how fearless and dynamic Paige was in high school? That attitude seemed to disappear during her time at UConn. This game against Clark showed how her natural instincts as a top player were sometimes suppressed. While we're starting to see Paige playing more like herself